All right, I was taking a look at eBay today and I saw this particular listing here. A gaming PC is supposed to be, but then it got me thinking, who would have put up an offer like this? You see, a lot of people complain about being shadow banned on eBay and being shadow banned on eBay and being shadow banned on eBay. Now tell me, if the algorithm decides to shadow ban you for putting up a listing like this, who are you actually going to blame? Nobody, because if you take a look at the platform on which we sell on a very responsible platform. It's called eBay, and this platform, they are doing a lot, they are spending a lot, they are spending millions if not billions to actually portray themselves as a very responsible platforms where medical doctors can actually come and shop comfortably, where lawyers can actually come and shop comfortably, where famous YouTubers like myself can actually come and shop comfortably, where engineers, where top industry professionals can actually come and shop. But then if you go ahead and put up a listing like this, you see, the image is not in any way very clear. And if a top-notch, a movie star is supposed to buy a gaming PC and comes to this platform and begins to see that every listing is all set up like this, what do you expect the potential buyer in this case to be thinking? He's going to be thinking that this is not a serious platform. He's going to be thinking that this is not a responsible platform where I can actually shop. I really do not see the item that I'm trying to buy, and who the hell places an offer like this on a platform that's supposed to be one of the biggest e-commerce platform in the world. You see, if you go on to check, you see that they have kind of photo guidelines, even though there are not so many hard rules surrounding the how you should list your photo. But in this case, this seller is actually trying to sell a gaming PC. You see, if you take a look at the picture, you do not see anything that pertains to a gaming PC. You can actually tell that this is a gaming PC from actually the description. It says it has an AMD Ryzen 53600 CPU, 16 gigabytes of DDR RAM, and 1 terabyte Evo SSD, and an AMD Radeon RX 6600 graphic card. You see, it's not just enough for you to place an offer like this on a platform and expect that it sells. If the algorithm actually decides to say, you know what, I do not like the picture I'm seeing and I'm not going to rank it in the search result, you're not going to blame the algorithm for that, because like I was saying, even though eBay is not actually having a very tight or strict guidelines as regards the kind of images that you place on the platform, one actually expects that you put in a minimum effort to place a picture that actually shows what you are selling. You see, in this day and age, everybody has got a very decent phone. If you don't have a Samsung phone, you can actually boast of an iPhone. If you do not even have an iPhone, there are so many other products that you can actually buy that guarantees that you get the best quality picture that you can, even with using natural sunlight. You don't even have to have the best of light to actually pull this off. You just have to put in a minimum effort. Say you want to sell this, for example, you want to bring it out, you clean it up, put it in a place where you can actually go ahead and make a bright picture, at least a minimum brightness. You don't have to have the best studio lighting. Using daylight, you can actually achieve what the eBay system is saying. Just make a picture that tells the potential buyer what you are selling, even without having to read the description of the item. You see, the buyer should be able to tell that, okay, this is what I am trying to buy. I'm trying to buy a gaming PC. The buyer should be able to look at it at first sight or at a glance, just say, okay, this is a PC and I can tell it's a gaming PC. Let me go ahead and see what the description is saying. And then the buyer goes ahead and read. But in a situation where you have a picture like this, nobody can tell if this is a PC. It looks so dark and it actually doesn't show anything that this is a gaming PC that you're trying to sell. And the system doesn't like something like this. And if eBay system decides to actually block this listing, nobody's going to say that the algorithm hates your offer, because you are not doing anything. As a matter of fact, your listing is actually giving a bad image to the website on which you said. You should be seen helping the platform to actually portray themselves as the best. If you take a look at the picture right here, this is a normal basic desktop computer that whoever has set this up is trying to sell. If I take a look at this picture, even without looking at the description, I can actually tell that this is a desktop PC, and it looks very interesting. It looks very bright. It looks very clean. And if I have an offer like this in front of me, scrolling through the eBay platform, I'm going to be thinking that, yes, this is a place I can actually shop without having to be scared that I'll be scammed of my money. This is a place I can shop and expect to get good value for the money I'm about to spend on the website. And if the algorithm sees an offer like this, it's going to go ahead and push it on the search ranking. Of course, truth be said, if you want to pull off something like this, you need to actually spend a little bit of time. The problem I see is that a lot of people just want to go ahead and list items on eBay without having to do any work. Just want to take the item the way it is, just want to throw it on the platform and expect the algorithm to just go ahead and sell it. Do whatever you like and expect to get good results. Gone are the days of this kind of free-for-all. In fact, in 2025, I do not think that things like this should be allowed to happen anymore. If you have an offer like this and the algorithm decides to just kind of hide this listing, yes, there might be a reason for it. Like I said, this is a platform where people all over the world actually want to shop. And anybody coming to this platform for the first time, just imagine the homepage of eBay actually is filled up with this kind of images. What are you going to expect? What do you think that the buyer is going to do? The buyer is going to go to a competitor online marketplace and actually go ahead and shop where he or she can actually see very good images. If you want to pull this off, yes, you're going to spend a little amount of time. First of all, you have to have a good camera or a good phone, and then you have to actually be seen cleaning the item and making conscious effort to actually put the item in a place where you have decent lighting. And then if you take a look at this listing here, this buyer or this seller actually has 1 picture, 2 picture, 3 picture, 4, 5, 6. All what that tells you is that this person is a sincere seller. He's trying to show you exactly what you are trying to buy. He's trying to show you the different perspective of this item in question. And if the algorithm is to see this kind of listing, definitely the algorithm is going to be impressed. And if anybody goes onto the eBay search tab and search for a Dell computer, I really want to think that this PC is going to be highly ranked in the search result. Of course, the price of this PC actually has to be right for it to actually sell. But then the price is not what we are talking about here. We're talking about why somebody would decide to put up a listing like this. This is highly annoying, and this shows sometimes the quality of the people that come onto eBay to sell. And the funny thing is that most of these people that put up this kind of listings, they are the people that actually do go onto YouTube and begin to complain, the eBay platform is dead. I have my item listed for 5 weeks, for 2 months, for 3 months. It's not selling. Yes, it's not selling because, of course, the algorithm has definitely hidden your post. Even though you can see your post yourself, believe me, when people go onto the eBay search to search for a gaming PC, nobody can actually see your listing because the algorithm is not pleased with what you've done. The algorithm is dissatisfied with the listing that you have put up, and this is the reason why your items are not selling. So if you are wondering again, if the algorithm is actually shadow banning you, the first thing you want to do is to take a look at your listing, take a look at the images that you have put up on the platform. Are there images that actually goes a long way to portray the kind of brand that eBay as a platform is? If not, please take that image down and put a befitting photo there. If you Google up the photo requirements for eBay images, you're going to see it, and strive as much as possible to make your images as well lit as you can possibly can. Use a normal camera, use a decent phone camera, and you can easily achieve this in little or no time. I hope this video helps you, opens your eyes to see that yes, the algorithm can actually be angry at your listing. And if you have an offer like this where you have a very irresponsible picture like this listed on the platform, please go ahead and take it down and ensure you replace it today so that you can get a sale. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.